Welcome back to Dolor Factor Live. Now it's our closing segment, so this is the opportunity that you have to call if you have a question or a statement, or maybe you can tell us what happens when you do a certain thing. I mean, I've shared a lot of my personal stuff with you about my coffee and even my toilet bowl, my goodness gracious. And I hope in its own way that it's helped you along. And so before we actually, as I said, the phone lines are there for you, so if you'd like to give us a call. And I have one or two questions that are here as well, but I want to give this time for anyone else who has something that they'd like to say. But Barry, you've said quite a lot tonight. Okay. We've kind of like spoken a lot about plants and so on and so forth, but we are now in the hurricane season.
Yes.
Do we have to treat it any differently because we're now in the hurricane season?
We should. We should do stuff like make sure our gutterings are in proper order. Those that are actually the backyard garden, make sure the drains don't have debris or rubbish in that the water can flow freely. Farmers that are out there that are listening to me ought to make sure that the sheds are properly nailed and in proper good order. Livestock farmers should make sure that all the animal feed is elevated, so that especially in a low-lying area, so if the water level rises, it will not wet the animal feed. Once the animal feed gets wet, it loses its quality. Right? Likewise, farmers that have plant crops or plants should make sure their fertilizers are elevated, so in case the water level rises. And also farmers ought to bear in mind that we don't want what happened in Thomas to happen again. That is, when you hear a weather system is coming, don't leave your cattle in low-lying areas like what happened in cul-de-sac. A lot of cows got drowned in cul-de-sac through Thomas. So once you hear a weather system is coming, go catch your cows and your livestock and bring it to higher grounds. Yeah, and also we want to encourage people to along the river banks, make sure they have grass barriers, because the grass barriers will prevent a lot of water erosion on the soil. To encourage people to grow trees along the river bank, also the roots of the trees and the roots of the grass help keep the soil. And also want to encourage people to do more contour planting. Plant along the contour, especially tree crops, so that the taproot systems of the mangoes and the cocoa can actually go through the subsoil and the topsoil and the bedrock and penetrate the bedrock, so it can help anchor the soil to prevent landslides. Yeah. And there are many other things, but I don't want to delve too much on that. I want to encourage people moving away from the hurricane season now. To bear in mind, they can use what they call biological controls of the insect pests. For example, mealybugs and some scale bugs are actually eaten by ladybug beetles. So if you see this little white thing on your plants, and white, and you clear it, you'll see a little pink under the white. This is a pink mealybug. You can use ladybug beetles who actually feed on them. And there's a little tiny wasp, they call it the brochnid wasp. It's a parasitic wasp. It feeds on a lot of insect pests like thrips and spider mites. If you see those little tiny wasps, don't necessarily kill them, because they actually are a friend to your garden. I also want to encourage the home gardeners to pay cognizance to the way they dig their drains. Right? You have to bear in mind when you dig in drains that you must bear in mind that the length of root of the vegetable. If you dig your drain too deep and the roots of the vegetable, if you dig a 12-inch drain and the length of your root is only 6 inches, you depriving your plant of getting water, because it's only, if it's 6 inches length of root and the drain is 12 inches, then the roots can't get to it because the water table is way past it. So you have to make sure about 6 feet. So bear those little things in mind. Also, before we close, I want to also say again that remember, we have our good agricultural extension officers out there. Like I said before, if you're in the Barbano, Grosley area, there's region 1 and 2. And you can call them. They can give you any kind of advice you want on agriculture and even on backyard gardening. And if you're in the region 3 area, which is Denry, you can also call the region 3 office. The numbers are all in the directory, or you can call 468-4129, where someone will give you the right number to call. And if you're in the Micoud area, you can call the region 4 office for technical advice. If you're in the Vifort area and Labrie area, you can call the region 5 5 office. If you're in Soufrière, you can call the Region 6 office, and if you are in Conneries, Anstlery, Roseau, you can call the Region 7 office. If you're in Bexor, Cul-de-Sac, and Castries Basin, you can call the Region 8 office. There are highly competent technical officers there, call them agricultural extension officers, that are ready and willing to assist, technical advice on home gardening or even your commercial gardening.
Okay, and if you're not sure where the numbers are, I'm sure that you can get them on the local directory.
Yes, in the blue pages.
The blue pages, okay. And also, Barry, perhaps you might give us the number and we'll put it on our website.
Right.
So if you're not sure, we'll just give you some of those numbers so that you can finally find it.
I love your necklace. That's a very nice
You
black.
do?
Yes.
Oh.
Exotically beautiful.
Oh,
Very
thank
nice.
you. I will.
It
I will
matches
let.
your earrings too.
Well, I have to
Wow.
say, Sea Island Cotton Shop, they've done me really well. The
Really?
last few weeks have done me really well. All the
Wonderful.
accessories and the clothing is from Sea Island
Wonderful.
Cotton Shop.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, no, thank you. So you got me blushing now. I was not expecting that one, but thank you for that. And I really, you have been a tower of information tonight,
Okay.
and I really hope that people have listened. I made a very strong point at the beginning about food wastage and the effort that some people make, especially our farmers in St. Lucia, to make sure that we have, food on our table.
Yes.
So please don't serve yourself too large a dishing if you know that you're not needing it. So let's just go to the phone line. Hello, welcome to Dolor Factor Live.
Good night.
Good night.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, we can hear you.
I want to say good night to Mr. Barry.
Good night.
I'm calling from Babuno.
Mm,
I miss you a lot.
you miss me.
And I was just sleeping on my television and I come to the Dolor Factor. I didn't hear the beginning of the program.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm still listening.
All right.
That's Miss Mary Barry.
Hey, Miss Mary Sakafet. You all right?
Well,
So, Miss Mary, Barry, and I suppose Barry has helped you and informed you?
yes.
Good. Well, thank you for calling. If you have no specific question, but thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
Okay,
Good
then.
night.
Have a good night, my dear.
Okay.
Oh, that's really nice. And she's made the effort to call to say hello
She's
to
a
you.
darling farmer.
Oh.
A good bucket garden farmer also.
Okay, great
Yes,
stuff,
yes.
great stuff. All right, well, it's actually time for our giveaways, and I hope, Barry, you can help me with this.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And I'm going to ask you to actually choose both winners because people always, when I choose, they say, oh, are you sure you didn't read my names? I said, you know what, I'm not going to choose any more. I'm going to give it to my guests.
All right.
So we have 2 bags here. Now, the first one is this one.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is Infinity Colour Shop.
Okay.
They're giving away a gallon of Sisson's gloss paint in the colour of your choice. So all the viewer had to do is to tell us how many Carrasco and Sons locations is Sisson's paint sold. Now, the answer is 3 locations: Castries, Rodney Bay, and Soufrière. So if you can choose the winner for us, please, and just tell us.
Roof Elastic.
Ruth, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Ruth, you know who you are. We have your details. We will be contacting you tomorrow. Now for question 2, a chance to win a Carib Cable gift bag. We asked the name of Carib Cable's summer promotion, and it's called Hot Deals for Hot Days. Now, with that deal, you can sign up for cable in June and pay only $50 for this service for June, July, and August. You sign up in July and pay $50 for cable for July and August. You sign up in August and you pay $50 for that month only. So, in other words, go down to Carib Cable straight away because there is actually more value the sooner you go. So, choose the winner, please, Barry.
There's nothing there to bite me, right? Okay. It looks like Gideon Augustine.
Okay, so Gideon is back. Gideon has been a faithful Dolor Factor fan from day one, and he had a winning streak some time ago.
Wow.
It stopped. And I hope you haven't started that winning streak again, because a lot of people say, oh my gosh, Gideon starts winning things. But anyway, congratulations, Gideons. You can get your own colour choice at Sisson's and Infinity Colour Shop. So, Barry, I want to say thank you so much for being here tonight and
You're
for being
welcome.
so informative.
Thank you for having us. And I should say that I'm here concerning World Environment Day, but I'm not here as Ministry of Agriculture only. The Ministry of Sustainable Development are also the actually leading host of the World Environment Day activities.
Okay.
We are just, Ministry of Agriculture is partnering with them in this initiative.
Okay, and
Yes.
where can you send people for more information?
They can go to the Department of Environment, that's upstairs the Caribbean Cinemas. They can ask for Miss Yasmin Jude. She's very excited about this whole initiative of World Environment Day. So if you need any further information, you can contact Miss Yasmin Jude at the Environmental and Sustainable Development Department of Ministry of Sustainable Development.
Okay, great. And again, you'll give us that information so we can post online for people.
All right.
All right, well, Barry, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Lady
My
Delia.
best regards to your family and your wonderful mother.
Thank you
I
so
love her
much.
dearly. I always try and find her. If I don't see her, I come back to her. She's such a wonderful lady. So
She is
my warm
wonderful.
regards to her.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
that.
more than welcome.
God bless you.
Now, don't forget to join the Press Club with Clinton Reynolds this Saturday after the news. A very great program. Now, next week, we're asking our guests, sex, what's the big deal? How important is sex in a relationship? Is sex all it's made out to be? How can it be satisfying most of the time so more of us really enjoy it and less of us fake it? Also, we'll be giving you information about a very important seminar on cancers that affect women that takes place in July. It's in St. Lucia, it's free, and space is limited, and men and women are invited. It's our health, ladies. So please make sure you tune in next week, and you actually will be seeing some information coming from dolorfactorlive.com about this very special seminar. And if you want to visit dolorfactorlive.com, you'll get more information, and you can register before it gets fully booked, because as I said, it's something that many women are going to be glued to, and it's free. Very important. Now, in the meantime, remember these helpful tips. Collect and use rainwater to water your plants, wash your car, flush the toilet, etc. This also provides a double benefit. It saves on precious clean water and brings down your utility bill. Also, stop using plastic bags when you do your shopping or you do your groceries. Bring your own bag instead. This will greatly reduce our landfills. Please consider the environment. Please stop wasting food. Why? Because Dolor Factor Live asked you to. On behalf of our guest, Barry Innocent, and the Dolor Factor Live team, and DBS, of course, I'm Dealer Dolor. Good night, and God bless.